Right mwancho mwana butkobolit kerigali Jumamosi tariki 23 cy'umutinyo yiga 11 mwaka wiga na manga berga koneki gwakurwa se county yaito ya Kisii county ya Nyamira wike county ya Nairobi kinga kyabariki baito ba mangana maya babikire kambi korwa a Chinsemo ime na isko yorogongoro gusi okwarigania ase Ekeonga Ewikendi Chinsa nye cyo butkobo rero ngor kwa Kevin Onkoba kabana ncho komore Ekeonga Chinsa nye Ewikendi goto chakurwa se county ya Kisii ritko liarero nigo egati ya abana boda boda korwa se wodi beno yegotoka se bunge ya Nyaliwali chache county ya Kisii nigo banyaka bagosokya na kwimurungane kubatkana amono gotaro isibwa guchpara asenseme yon nigo babiro bakoboria serikali county ya Kisii inse yo moske Paul Simbarati kubatenana amono mwemsie bugodi beno moske Sivari kaguchya kabaro iselia chipara Nchiremo yokorobia abosombi wabo.
Border stage. Tobwa tamararamishi. Ibere kururige na baka nyaguta. Ibere chigari cha sombo morom. Ona ya asari gete gwete ekanyere mora. Ayo tugene ya kabere. Nikala watiri gari teacher. Ono jintu to gwe teacher entu. Abara yitonga ibare. Chandanga yari. Itoba chore te batokorere gas. Ona tutoko saba Ibere ba ukura basombo morom batobekene ndo morom gade gwete kap
anne ngori te jase mangana para sabara iba to ore tega anne balu tule masre to asingi jamura ba anega abe piki piki eba umieta sal nigona ikirega iga se mo stage anega na nyara mura ba na maramisi abo yogo tene pare yega iga kiba sanji jirure chukoro mura makarabati igoteri buya asabara iba ba chorire babe kachiba somo buko batari gori amajira yo kora bando itipchana binyore gasi chukora gura mabakarabati gai igore nto sabando sia simu ngoteri okiria bashiri ema okora bana itega asikyagere kura mwa stibarika nae no muntu mwa magendero obwanda to konya buna itobichana gaiga asipare chikuruguru me sabari ngwana na iga ukateba yaya ebichana nbya nyora chibesa muna boni gatwaru weri karabati terige na gaiga ana na boja gweta gaigo bona kimo chando kyore gaiga kyagana kitwa bato kwani goito ujaso
omobo opoda bona igari igena mura yo ito stiwari kanto gosigete no mondo me gracio koranengia na ndo itabete mono sana yenda kama gwa feri digena kwebire pi tonyerochi bono iga to bwato bokombe to kweremera ekwerende makarabati
ese moye biumbe ntwanya konyora pondo gotokonya nonye twetemire buna togotema tutweru mambi magoroba lakini ntwanya konyora muntu gotsupport none biumbe bibye bikatubwate inde na into imoke inde na into twekonye na into buno mugusi
Chinga kiagane tukani kigwa kurwa senseme yubo igo litko liarero nigo mugavana wa county ya Kisii muske Paul Simba Arati nyakabo sanga amona bege nwa be kanisa ya Adventista anamono kurwa ase county ya Kisii abosa berka otamna niga bege temiro bilisene yugo chia kobwatania abogusibonsi iligo ikarania amagendrom okwana chinga kecho igo niga berka otamna nigo serikali county ya Kisii bege temiro bilisene yugo chia sira kanisa mnchiremo yokone kinga babere bakubwaterana.
Tulikuwa kampeni. Nimekuja kusema kwamba nilishinda. Ama nyinyi wenyewe mlifanya nini? Mlishinda kwa mkono wa Bwana. Pili, niko na furaha kwa sababu ya hawa dada zetu na ndugu zetu kutoka Masaini. Hii ni mara ya pili ama ya tatu tunaonana na nyinyi? Karibu mara ya tatu. Najua Masai na Wakisii ni watu wamoja hapa. Tumeoa Masai wengi pande hii, wengine wetu wameolewa pande ile. Kwa hivyo hii ni jamii moja. Karibuni, mjisikie pia mko nyumbani. Siku ya Sabato ni siku ya furaha. Lazima kama umehuzunika wiki mzima, umekuja kanisani, unafaa kupata nini? Furaha. Hata amina lazima itoke ndani yako kwa nguvu. Ama namna gani? Nimesikia kwaya nyingi hapa zikiimba. Mnafanya recording yenu wapi? Mbali. Mnajua tuko na studio. Hamjui? studio na we are doing it free. Where? You don't know. Ni wangapi wamefika stadium ya Kisii hivi karibuni? Muone vile hata vile uwanja pekee huko. Amjaenda. Tuko na studio yetu na it's for free. Hii kuimba mtaimba hiyo uwanja uko mzuri. Kuja. Recording ni free as long as umpate hiyo program nzuri. Hapo stadium tulitengeneza na imekaa for close to 1.5 years.
Wanchukura chinga kia ganda tukani kigwa kurwa senseme yo litkeli mrio kama ya aboro kigwa balia bakora amatemu abo ikirasi kumina kabire KCSE konyaka bakora litkoli gorom nigo egati ya abarai bagenda tukwanira igoro ibikore by'ubungainiria bibikwane kigwa kubatkana amona mtemo yo nigo litkoli ya rero mwaziri w'isemi Muske Julius Ogamba migosi aberega otamna nigo gwetane ebikore chimisane mo 20 nyaka bikone kigwa by'ubungainiria ase ensemelia yo amatemo manekirasi kumina kabire KCSE Boigo nigo Muske Julius aberega otamna niga serikali ebigetemiro bilisene yo chekorosi ebirasi byokwaligania aboro kigwa bali bochoso ase grade ya kianda nigo Muske Ogamba migosi boiga aberega okwanera igoro ya omogiro bwa aboro kia kurwa as university na otamna niga serikali rashkunya kabokulgelia angane yumne nchiremo yokinia ebirengo via amasomo.
On behalf of the government and on behalf of my colleagues here, I want to take this opportunity to thank the unions, beginning with WASU, for the negotiations that have taken place and for us reaching an amicable agreement on the industrial action that was taking place that led to the lecturers going on strike. The government has committed to ensure that what figures have been provided for in the CBA are implemented in the next 3 years. We've also committed to ensure that we start negotiations of future CBAs at the beginning of their cycle, not at the end of their cycle. Because when we do negotiations at the end of the cycle, it brings difficulties in budgeting for the resources that are required to ensure that that CBA is implemented. So going forward, all our unions in the sector will be negotiating their CBAs at the beginning of their cycle and not at the end, so that we can be able to budget for these resources and so that we can be able to ensure that all our teaching staff and non-teaching staff are at their stations. We have a problem in the sector, we have a problem in the higher education sector, where there's been a lot of strikes leading to programs taking that much longer than the period that they are provided for. For instance, in some universities, programs that are supposed to take 6 years are taking 9 years. That is unacceptable. So we are going to ensure that the sector is cleaned up and that we are programming, we are moving on in a manner that is detectable, in a manner that we know what we are doing, in a manner that is clear, so that we do not have a situation where our students then suffer because they are not completing their programs on time. So once again, I take this opportunity to thank WASU, to thank KUSU, to thank KUDEA, to thank initially even NAT, KUPET. We've traveled a journey, and as a government, and this government is committed to ensuring that all our employees are very well taken care of. So when we state, when we require, when we request that do not go for strikes so that we are allowed to negotiate, we are committed to that program. So going forward, I expect that we are not going to have this nature of strikes being part and parcel of our employment law. Thank you so much.
Kureto kurena asense mwende chinga ki ebirengero a obigendet kuruigwa monegati ya Kenya kubatkana amo ni obututu kan bugendet kubatinania ensemelia adani boigoni gigati ya barai kurwa asensemelia zimiola umoja wa Kenya bagendet ko gerra nkwana yumurai bwa Azimio la Umoja wa Kenya Muskiraira Amolo Odinga na boni go egatia barajya bubakorwa amono muskigere makioni nigo babiri batemna bari bonsi babete bakubwateranigwa amonensemeli adani babikubiara nenchira yamo yo gukora abokurimi kubatkana amono bututuka mwagande kone kigwa asensemeyo ya adani.
Ni viongozi gani hawa wako kwa maofisi wamekuwa wakikula pamoja na adani na kuna pesa wamengawa pamoja na adani? Who are these Kenyan officials who never did due diligence? They need to be arrested and they need to leave offices. Because if they had sunk us this far, including selling our assets to criminals, what else would they not do to us? These are people we cannot afford to have in offices. And two, he talked of Kentraco and he talked of Jomo Kenyatta. But we know they have already sunk in 104 billion shillings in the kitu wanaita Chinsa thing. 114 billion because of an application. 104 billion because of an app. Why is it that they didn't cancel? He didn't call for the cancellation.
Tumoncho muri robotu na rugutuira sansemo ya kabere ye studio tunyoro basembu wa Getembe kwirina na mangito ya netro ya kwato kwa nekinga na haberingo kwariganiria toskari.
Baraka ninjo, ninjo Getembe, ninjo dorome, ninjo mangana mazu, ninjo bangina ninjo.
Ayo murundi ayo moengoli wechi pikiko moengoli wechirari, ayo koengora chigari, atori yangereba, tori yomogende, ayo moengoli. Iko no anino bali mundi gereti amoko, mukora kulinda lina chipikipiki echo. Na abo abakuru kwa baengoli ronda yetembata bina ki, nkomo ni ntobi, kono chinde cha madha. Chinkomo ni kile tu akalire geti kile na mbona chiro chira ange sei no muina ko mechaka chaka moino tirumbo ka wichi abuchi uchomo biro na mata na kwanya chinkomo nkomo ni tabi kona chinde cha ekene do ikwana yo bogambi ayo mugambi yo kwa buli kuzenga kwa etu tukilizo no mugambi kwecha use kwa etu mugambi bwa kabote nyere ke nyoro mangana ke inkyo kuomere roro karuo nkomo ni tabi kona chinde cha madata na bwe na yo chiche kese tigera abana binto byo tigera tata nkomo apchi nkomo ni abana mbakine ngakyo kona kuomera rolio ko sino bora ikwale emyaka ya bero na yange kare usa no rama tukaere kama tukaera ngire ruko kurwanira kwa bero karuo tigera abande aye nkomo ni ntobi kuna chinde chia
Baraka ninjo, ninjo Getembe, ninjo dorome, ninjo mangana mazu, ninjo bangina ninjo.
HK International Medical Center ni nyagitari nene ya chirenkuma imemu chobosongo eyego tumeka chimashini chinkongo asukumureka amarwire ao nago kwa ubugwenia wetera asi amariogo arosirie kurwa asemete nigo bakubwenia amarwire buna esukari ogwaka igoro kwa manyinga gose high blood pressure arthritis cancer chinyigo imichando yichinguru cyabagaka ubugomba gati yayande amange
incheno manyagitari irinike maobanye omo director bwa nyagitari tukoroka HK International Medical Center erega igo muchito bosongo nainde ni gonta getoko bariga ni mono sana na kubatebinga ni gotogo over services chekerero tugotumia ubobwenia bwekerero technology yo kurigererio mugero omugima nainde twarigereria ngambi mo kibiri byasero twaro mochanda twakwa mariogo na marioga yetu ni gotunya ruseti ase Chinsa chesko ao nande ni gare habo ayuto kurusia ase Chinsa buna bono kurustura marioga sense ya Hong Kong eyeri ni China na marioga ande ni goto kurusia sense ya Malaysia ayande nkurustura sense ya Spain na ayande ni goto kurusia sense ya California Los Angeles California in USA marioga ande nare to kurusia somo cho India na ayande ni goto kunyarusia sense ya South Africa ayana ara marioga kunyara gusibia umuchando yikorwa somo bero na ende nonya ni gokuru mwaka 2011 twabere to kubweni abantu abange nande ni gare habo tabu atieni side effect yara kolentere kyagera na yemete igo karibu sana ase nyagitari yetu ya HK International Medical Center.
Nabo okubanyora ase enamba 0717617383 HK International Medical Center inchuo onyole obugwenia.
Getembe Television Ekeonga Kiamamogusi.
Pink Premier Academy ne yamuye chiskuru cy'uburuso ekyo kikubeko buruso byeko cyasumwano ase okwanyolera egesomo ekyo kiramakonye asa matukale busyo ezukuru yiga yekutuka ase bare ya Kisii Kiugoro chinsemo kiri cyamenyingwa ebare kogenda chinsemo kiri cyamasongo igo ebwateli bagaligi yali nene asa bana bakokosoreria elyo kubulirana gukine chitalanta cyabo ebirasi byabo nebigale ebyo bire ebiya na bibwata mazingira ayo akwirira abana basoma buya ngosome bali kurwa playgroup PP1 and PP2 asbigo bagasoma kurwa grade 1 weka grade 6 na bagona junior secondary school nigo babwate science laboratory eyirengiya sabana bakolela amegelyo school yiga igo egwanchira umurubiri umuyebwa masomo OCBC asebwata bali mabuberugete abo bakwegeliya abana buya ale namasomo nigo school yiga ekolera ebyegwa asebabwate music and drama efisi yabo ni gukwana neligo lya mubuko asebego babwate merubyo aokolengana munokonyora gwichi amate elikwane kingakira umwana ngonyora ale egesomo nigo bakuru bosombi kucyasa bali bara HD scholar asebego bali bara se boarding babwata mazingira maya yo gusoma teknigo egendrete tutarelero elikwibwatania kabaye oyo mubwa bali bakwibwatania munichi semi ejujira abayirere konyora obugimu byasa matuko ali busyo asamange nabo wakisimbwitira se kinaba kitwa 0710755578 gose 0714673963 Pink Premier Academy asubu wibuko chakira iliyoko kwa ankyo yao engia.
Right mwancho muri kalbunanda sensemiga ya kabirene ya mweri Ekeonga Ewikendi Chinsa nyacho tukubwarero bwasto kwenda kurwa asense mwende munenchiremo yokinya ebirengo bichinguru cy'umuriro litkoliyarero nigo umwaziri we wizare yo moske opio wandaye nyakobo gwasokya nagotamna nigo serikali begetemero bulisene yugo chia okora umuchando wa abakenya bange kwemurungane kubatkana amonoko borwa guchinguru cy'umuriro okwana litkoliyarero ase county ya Kisumu nigo moskopio wandaye aberika otamna nigo boigo begetemero bulisene yugo chikwana kinga kero mokenya nguchera konyora chinguru cy'umuriro.
I'm amazed by the kind of work that is going on here. A lot of good work has happened here and continues to happen under the management of Kenya Pipeline Company. This oil jetty alone, which as you know was constructed way back in 2018, but commenced operations in earnest in December or thereabout of 2022, has to date been able to evacuate about 290 million liters of products from Kisumu to Entebbe. That means about 96 or thereabout voyages. The impact of this is tremendous because we have been able to remove from our roads hundreds and hundreds of trucks that would ordinarily be moving all the way from Kisumu to Kampala and beyond. So we still see a very, very big opportunity here for us to not only expand our trade with our neighboring countries, especially Uganda, but to continue to remove trucks from our roads, thereby enhancing safety, road safety, and also reducing our road maintenance cost. As a ministry and as government, we are committed to optimizing the operations at the Kisumu oil jetty. We are looking forward to expanding the infrastructure at the depot, starting with the construction of new tanks to be able to accommodate more volumes. Rather than that, I think going forward, we may, of course, want to also explore new frontiers. We are in talks with our friendly neighboring country, Rwanda, on the possibility of channeling more of their volumes through Mombasa, of course, Doret, and Kisumu. Okay? So this oil jetty is going to play an increasingly important role.
Njumule chinga kiaganda tukwane kigwa kurwa sanseme yoni go omu prime cabinet secretary muske wikilifu Musalim Mudavadi abiriga kuburia abakenya kogendera kubwaterana amone serikali muske Dr. William Samoei Ruto munenchera ya moje guchio kino chumi yensi ya Kenya.
I urge member states to fulfill their financial obligations. In this regard, I appreciate the development partners, donors, and civil societies for their great support to REXA and member states towards implementation of small arms and light weapons control. The challenges we face are significant, but our shared resolve to secure peace and stability in this region must be strengthened. The Nairobi Protocol embodies a vision of cooperation, shared values, and collective action. Let us commit ourselves today to honor the vision, not just through words, but through actions and policies. Ladies and gentlemen, I therefore declare this meeting now officially open.
Raitu mwanchu mwana naraina kuarigani tiasa nseme Ekeonga Ewikendi Chinsa inyacho tukuwarera sabari kibaito ba mangana maya kurwase kaunti ya Kisii. Kaunti ya Nyamira wiki kaunti ya Nairobi nko bakira ngambia muno na bagoto wakira ngambia muno soko chora kuligiria Ekeonga Ewikendi Chinsa inyacho tukuwarera chenkuru kwa Kevin Nkoba.
Getembe Television Ekeonga Kiamamogusi.